What's up everybody, it's Ark, and this is a long time coming, starting up a new tutorial series. You don't see that, sorry. But it's fine. Today, we're going to not be going over Melon DS, maybe one day. But today we're going to be going over something that just dropped, which is Pokemon Champions. Now, as you can see here, I do have my phone right here. Now, I'm going to go ahead and save you guys a ton of time. I've tested Mimu, I've tested LD Player, I've tested all these different things, and what you get is this big error. I'm not going to show it to you, but basically it's an error that it can't install the correct libraries. For some reason, whatever that might be, unless you screen mirror, it's really, really hard, if not impossible, to play Pokemon Champions on PC. So today I'm going to go over the command prompt version of what you have with what's called ScrCpy. Also, I'm going to save you guys more time. If you are Apple, I'm sorry, I don't know anything about Apple. I don't own any Apple devices. So this is a Android-specific tutorial that want to play on the PC, or like me, just crack their phone before Pokemon Champions release. This is a two-part tutorial. I have this one, and I also have how to get your Raichu X and Y Megastones into your game. So we're going to go over that. We're not going to play the game on here. We are just simply going to make sure that we can get connected. So the very first thing you want to do is you want to go to your Google. All these links are going to be down below in the description. You're going to type in ScrCpy. I'll have this link down below in the description. You can go right to it. And you can go to releases ScrCpy 4.0. Before I did this video, I was only using 3.3.4. And now it's 4.0. So you're like, Ark, okay, that's all good. How did you get your phone on your PC? Okay. So the very first thing you want to do is you want to take your charger out of your block and you want to plug it up, okay? So when you plug it up, it's probably going to say something like different USB options, right? And different USB options that you can go through, correct? Hold on one second. So hit that for a second. Thank you. All right. So anyways, oops, I totally forgot that there's a display capture. Oops. Hold on. So what you want to do here is you want to go to, I'm about to pull it back up. Don't worry. I got you guys. All right, so you're going to pull up your settings like this, okay? And what you want to do is you want to, for anybody who's never messed with this, right? What you're going to get into is wireless debugging. And that means you're on like your Wi-Fi, but still being able to do all this. So anyway, there's an about phone build number on pretty much every phone I can tell you about, okay? It's like in my phone and stuff. You want to click build number like 6 times, or 8 times, or 10 times. It's going to enable developer options. You have to get this tab, okay? You got to. All phones are very different. If you need help with a specific phone, leave it in the comment section down below and I can probably help you. Anyways, once you get into the developer options, this is where things get juicy. The first thing you want to do while having your USB plugged in is to put in USB debugging, okay? Now, when you do this, if you're not connected to the correct charging mode, right, then you're not going to, so I'm going to unplug mine, right? Mine's wirelessly connected. You see it stop charging. I'm going to plug it back in. Okay? That's what happens. That's fine, though. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back to our IP address. 1 second. We're going to go back to our command prompt here. And we're just going to go back to our ScrCpy. Okay, let's see what it says. I forgot that. I turned the keyboard off. It's connecting to whatever. Server connection failed. So that means that it changed wireless debugging. Let's see. Yep, it changed ports. So now we can copy this, but our port number has changed. 33525. 33525. Okay, cool. There we go. Now our phone is back on our screen. There we go. Alright, so the very first thing you're going to do, okay, is, I don't want to unclick it because it'll turn my phone off, as we've already figured out. But you're going to click this. When you first plug in your phone, okay, it's right here. Look right here. So it says tap for other USB charging options. So when you first charge your phone or have your phone on, it's probably going to be on this or this. You need a particular cable that can transfer files. Okay? That's very important. So that means if you have like a cable, right, that's not strong enough to do all of this, then you've already got an issue. Because basically what it means is that your cable can't work with like wireless debugging, and you're going to need a different cable. When you get a USB cable, it will tell you if it has like the particulars. It will tell you if it has the ability for data transfers. That's what you want to do. Okay, so there we go. Okay, very cool. So once you have the ability to data transfer and your phone is connected on the correct USB setting right here, okay, you're going to USB debugging. It is probably going to bring up a box that is going to say something RSA fingerprint, please always allow from phone. You can check that. And the reason you want to do that is when you go into the wireless debugging tab, you're going to see your computer right here. This is a good sign, because that means you can now go from wireless. So let's go back here a minute. Let's go back up, okay? Let's say I'm at the step that I just plugged in my USB, right? ScrCpy will automatically, if you do ScrCpy, select USB, if it is plugged into the computer, okay, and that RSA print is allowed, right, it's going to allow you to put the phone on the screen. Now keep in mind, when you do that, you're only going to be on USB. So if you unplug that USB for any reason, you are not going to be able to keep it on your computer. So let's say you're like me and you charge your phone on the other side of the room, right? You then need to go to wireless debugging, and you need to look at your IP and address ports. Now you need to do ScrCpy, tcpip, and this information right here. It is now connected. So that means if I go start charging this phone across the room right now and turn this phone back on, I will have access to my phone. And as you can see, I can click my phone just like it was in my hand. What's really neat about this is it also works alongside your microphone. So like, let's say you like to take calls from your computer. You can do that too. You can do it directly via the headphones of your computer. Now, Arc, how else does that help me? So, for me specifically, this crappy model, so I actually broke my good phone about, a couple weeks ago. Yeah, maybe a couple months ago, right? And I could not get a new one, right? So, I do not have the option up here in the top to record. I do not have the option. It is not available for me. Even if I go to editing my panels up here to the top, I still cannot add recording. Now you're like, Arc, you could use like a screen recorder built in via APK. Yes, you could. You could. But now that you're on OBS and the computer, you can just film the entire thing. And what's really cool is my phone is cracked. I cracked it today on the rocks, literally before Champions launch. But, as you can see, it is still functioning completely. I can move it around as though it was my regular phone, no problems. And, yeah. So, if you check out the next part of the tutorial, we are going to be going over Pokemon Champions and how to link your account with Pokemon Champions and to get your Mega Raichu X and Y stones. And with that after, we'll be streaming the brand new update until work. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions at all, please leave them down below in the comments. It's been a long time since I've been in a tutorial, and I know you guys want me to do a tutorial for you for that. So I have something very special to show you guys. Hold on. So I gotta find it. I don't know where it's at. Oh, it's in videos. That's where it's at. So it is not complete yet. So do not get overly excited. But I do want to show you guys this before I end. I am currently, and have been since the beginning of this year, working on Melly LNDS, the thing I've pretty much been known for. Guys, the links to all my tutorials and playlists are down below in the description. Like I said, just kind of a couple things to keep in mind. And number one is if it says anything like server connection failed, that means your fingerprint is not correct. Also, if you go to your wireless debugging settings and you don't see your computer, that means that you cannot for any reason connect via the IP address. You cannot connect via the IP address until that shows up. It's going to take you a few times, maybe possibly, to get it to show up. The cool thing is once you get it to show up the one time, you never have to do it again. As long as it continues to keep that fingerprint, anytime you go into the wireless debugging tab, you're going to be good to go, and you're going to see your computer repair devices. So that is the tutorial. That is how you play Pokemon Champions on your PC. Like I said, if you guys are interested, I'll leave a short with the error and everything. That's not a problem. I just want to save you guys a lot of time and effort and hassle and frustration before you guys go gallivanting and trying to, oh my god, let's extract the APK and get the APK and download the APK to like Mimu or LD Player or BlueStacks or something like that. I don't know how they did it, but somehow the company was able to detect that you're using that, and basically it will not load the libraries. You know what? To finish this off, let's just see if it'll load. And I'm going to lead right into the next tutorial. Oh, it's not showing it. Hang on. Oh, wow. It's just straight up not responding. That's crazy. Let me reopen it. Because I'm going to have to screen record it, apparently. Dang. So I think you're going to have to get all the way into the game before you can actually do anything with it. Hold on. I'm gonna do this. I'm going to load into the game and then load it, right? So I can do it that way. I have too much crap open. I'm so sorry. You didn't see my world domination plan, so we're good. Alright, let me go back to this. Let me open champions here. And then let me try to do that, you know what I'm saying? Hold on, I'm gonna screen copy. There we go. I got it. Alright, nice. Pokemon Champions. Very nice. On the computer. Oh, let me bring this over. Sorry. There we go. Very nice. Okay. Can we transform, maybe? Let's see. Is it in my ear? I don't hear the game. I'm kind of confused as to why. I feel like it's supposed to have audio. Oh, because on D&D you don't get audio. That's why. Hold on a second. I forgot about that. I forgot about that little tiny touch of magic called D&D removing audio. I forgot. There's so many times I gotta tell you that I have not had my audio and I couldn't figure out why because I had D&D turned on. That's crazy. Alright. There we go. Now we should be good. Let's go back to the game. Alright, nice. Game Freak Pokemon Works 30th anniversary. Stretch the screen. Alright, so if you guys are interested how to get your Raichu, right? Make sure that you come to the next tutorial and check it out. I will see you guys there. Thank you guys so much for watching, with an extra special thanks to Angel of the Night and all the new viewers and watchers. I'll see you guys sooner than later. Take care. And like I said, if you have any questions at all of any kind of way, please leave it in the comment section down below. I would love to help you. Thank you so much. Take care.